All right, everybody, what's going on, man? It's your boy Michael Bad Gumbo Wilson, and I am here with.
Jose Johnson, formerly known as Zhakwarius Yamael Jose Johnson. I just use Jose for short because no one can say my first name.
This whole time I thought it was Zhakwarius. But all right, man. So sitting here doing the interview, man, here at North End Fitness. He is a part of is it Chimera, right? So he's a part.
Chimera MMA.
Yep. So he's a part of the Chimera MMA team over here at North End Fitness. I feel like we have a pretty good program. I've went and watched some of the fights of the guys that are here, and I feel like we're, in my opinion, we are dominating down here in the Pacific Northwest. Now, I've talked to Jose here. So tell a quick story about the first time I was introduced to him. So first time I was introduced to him, I had heard about him. Heard about this guy coming here to be a part of the MMA program, and heard his record was like 68-10.
Yeah, as an amateur.
Right. So 68-10 as an amateur. So in my head, I'm thinking that I'm about to meet this Goliath of a man. You know, this big guy. And so when I go to be introduced to Mr. Jose here, in my head I'm like, man, this dude's skinny as hell, man. You know what I mean? But that just goes to show you, and this might be a part of my ignorance, and I'm and I'm one who can like laugh at myself. Size don't matter, man, when it comes to fighting. When it comes to the fight game, because obviously about 155, 60 pounds?
Yeah, 160.
160 pounds. I'm 250 pounds, and I would mess with this man. You know what I mean? Like I would mess with him. I've seen some of his fights online. Brutal fights. We're going to kind of get into that. It being 68-10, shit, man, that in itself speaks for itself, right? And you're 68-10, and so how many belts do you have?
As an amateur, I was 68-10, and I held 16 belts at 4 weight classes: 125, 35, 45, and 55.
All right, so let's think about that, right? So 68-10. That's in itself, that's fucking insane, right? That's insane. But now you got 16 belts and 4 weight classes. 16 belts, 4 weight classes, 68-10. By far, one of the craziest things that I've ever seen, that I've ever heard of. Amateur or not, that in itself is a huge accomplishment. So I'll get into the interview. I got some of the questions on here, so if you see me looking down at my phone, I'm not being disrespectful to my man. I'm just trying to read my questions and go by what I have going on here. So talk about, how did you get into fighting?
Oh man, so I was born in Flint, Michigan, probably like one of the worst places and hardest places to be, born and somewhat raised in. I moved out of the country for a little while and went back to my homeland, Dominican Republic, and then I came back with my grandmother after she separated with my grandpa. I then, established a relationship with my mother. She wanted me to come live with her and her military husband at the time. He was stationed in Fort Hood in Texas. I'd never been to Texas. I thought it was gonna be like crabgrass, floating on the ground and stuff like that, and there'd be like cowboys everywhere. I'm like, what the heck is in Texas? Texas is amazing. It's amazing. So we ended up going to Texas, Killeen, Texas, where Fort Hood is located. By the way, one of the largest installations in the world. Well, is the largest installation in the world. And I started going to Killeen High School, and I thought I was the crap because I was wrestling. I thought I was super cool. Ended up talking to this one girl before lunch, and come to find out she was dating some gang baby dudes.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and I didn't know that at the time.
Yeah.
Some little Mexican dude charged me up, and I was like, I'm not worried about you.
Yeah.
My dude was rolling in a pack though. I was super excited. We got off-campus lunches for the first time in forever. So we're walking to Bush's Chicken, and all I hear is a bunch of footsteps, like little footsteps. I'm like, what the heck is that? And all I hear is like, hey Holmes. And I turn around, I get clocked by some dude, and I think he was so short he had to jump to do the punch. So it was like a Superman punch. He hit me so hard I did a 360. I did a 360, and my backpack came off at the same time. I was like, yo, that dude just hit me super hard.
Yeah.
Whatever, we gonna fight now. I went for a takedown, control position, and
During the street fight?
Yeah.
Okay.
And ended up pounding the dude out. Well, little I know, my dude had homies.
Yeah.
And all I see is Cortez and Timbos come flying out of nowhere.
Oh God.
And boop, just getting stomped. I stand up, and I had no stand up at all. I couldn't throw a punch to save my life.
Oh, gotcha.
But I could wrestle.
Gotcha.
No other. But
Okay.
that doesn't help you when somebody's throwing punches.
Right.
Well, after these dudes were done doing what they were doing, I was pretty fine. I thought I was fine.
Yeah.
Went down the bushes and went to go order my food, and the lady drops the pen that she had in her hand. She's like, "Do I need to call the ambulance?"
You nodded up?
And I was like, "What are you talking about?" And she's like, "Your nose is over here."
Oh shit! Get the fuck out of here! What?
It was over here. My jaw was like super swollen. My left eye was like almost closed. And I thought I could see fine out of it. I understand it. But now I was jacked up. And I went to the bathroom and I looked at my face. I was like, what?
Yeah.
Like, when did this? I don't even feel this right now. Like,
Yeah.
well, my face had to be reconstructed.
Yeah.
My nose had to be cracked back in place.
Oh my
It was
God,
super
bro.
bad. And I got like a diamond nose because that bone grew back so freaking strong. After that, I was like, I can't.
So you can't do that anymore.
I gotta learn how to stand up. So started studying Muay Thai. And
That's what's up, man. That's insane. So that's probably going to go into my other questions, right? But so I'll tell you a funny story about me, right? So I was telling you this before we turned on the camera. But so when I was actually joined the Navy, I was doing a little bit what I thought was amateur boxing before I joined the Navy, right?
Yeah.
So doing a little bit of amateur boxing. I'm thinking I'm the dude. Get to the Navy. I was probably about 260, 263, something like that. Tried out for the all Navy boxing team, right? Those of you who know me have heard this story before, right? But so I get into the ring and doing trials in San Diego. I'm right-handed, but I've always, even in street fights, I've always fought southpaw.
Wow.
No clue why. You know what I mean? It just feels comfortable to me, right? So so I get in there, and the coach is like, "Oh, you're southpaw," and I'm like, I had no clue what the fuck southpaw was, because the amateur little boxing gym that I was going to was some little back country type shit. You know what I'm saying? And so I get in the ring, and I get in the ring with this short white dude who's probably I'm 6 feet. He was maybe about 5'7", right?
Gotcha.
And come to find out, didn't know at the time, his coach was the Texas heavyweight champion of the world. No clue. You know what I mean? So I get in the ring and I'm like, I'm about to bully this dude. Well, my man hit me so hard that I seen 3 of them. And when I seen 3 of them, I was like, yo, I don't know what the hell is going on, man. So I back up on the ropes, and he hit me again, and then my nose started bleeding, right? So I'm a natural goofy person by nature. I can't help it. And so when he hit me in my nose started bleeding. I went to this is when the movie Dodgeball had just came out. So I touched my nose, and I was like, nobody makes me bleed my own blood, right? So I come back out. I'm pissed off. I'm angry. So I swung my right, and then he parried it, but I didn't bring my right back up. So then I went to go swing my left, and he blocked it. So then I seen his left coming at my face, and there wasn't shit I could do about it. And bam, he hit me, man, knocked me against the ropes. I took a knee. They were like, "You going?" I was like, "Man, I'm tired of this shit, man. I'm over it." So boom, threw the gloves down, right? Went to go to lunch. Came back. The next dude I got into the ring with was 6'4", like 175, 185 pounds, something like that. Didn't know at the time, but he was 13-0 in actual amateur boxing.
Oh snap!
Didn't even touch him. Didn't touch him. Didn't pinch him. You know what I mean? After that, I was completely humble. So after that, I took my gloves off, handed them to the coach, shook the coach's hand, and realized that boxing wasn't for me. I realized I'm a weightlifter. I'm a football player. That's what I do. And boxing is not for me. So needless to say, man, I never went back to boxing ever again in my life. Now,